My name is Stevie and I like to write songs. Today I'll continue work on my song Winterfall. If you want to see the series from the start, the link will be in the description. It's all about the guitar solo today. Let's do some shredding. Let's go. I've been enjoying looking at the comments and reactions from you guys about this song. A few people have heard a Tool reference in there. I'll take that as a compliment, but it wasn't intentional. But it has actually led me towards thinking about Tool a lot, and I've been spending most of the week listening to Tool. So there'll be a series about Tool and their songwriting style coming up very soon. Let's look forward to that. Yeah. I've also had comments about the main riff sounding a wee bit like a Dream Theater riff. Of course, there's no way to avoid that. I'm such a big Dream Theater fan. Their music's in my blood and it's always going to seep through into my music. But I think that's pretty cool and I like to wear my influences on my sleeve, so let's soldier on with the song and see where it goes. Right, let's have a listen to where we're at. When I try and imagine what I would like to do with the guitar solo at this point, I hear that stop where the guitars just carry on their own. I think I'll take those guitars out and just have the stop. I can hear the guitar doing a big squeal that leads into something very fast. I just for some reason feel that this song really requires a very fast guitar solo. Or at least something that gives the impression of being very fast. Right, so one of the things I like to do when I'm writing a guitar solo is take advantage of the variable rate function in Reaper. So if we go down here, if you make sure that preserve pitch in audio items when changing master play rate is selected, then we can change the rate and we can still play along with the track in the same key. So let's just, for example, change it to 80% of the original speed. That's a very handy feature for trying to play fast licks that you maybe haven't nailed up to speed yet, and you can work out if they mathematically fit into the track even though you can't play them up to speed yet. And then when you write your guitar solo, you can practice it up to speed by gradually building up the speed on the variable rate function until you can track the guitar at full speed. So I got a guitar rocking here, and I do think the first thing we should do is something like that. So let's try that. Right, let's do that and let's try and get on the one with something. One of the things I really like for playing really fast is doing tapping with your pick. It's a Joe Satriani technique and I think it sounds very frantic, which is good for when you want to get that impression of speed. Let's try something like that. Yeah, I think I might like to have bigger intervals in it. So what if... Let's try it. Okay, so you see what I'm doing here? I'm trying to work out the guitar solo slowly, and then we'll take it up to 85, and then we'll take it up to 90, and then we'll take it up to 95, and so on until we get it. So I was working on a broken chord thing to come straight after that pick tapping riff. What would... Oh, I like that. And then maybe some alternate picking. Let's see. Okay, so we're nearly halfway there with it. This is good. That's right, we're in D minor. Note to self, we're in D minor. See if I can remember to put that on afterwards. Well, completely fucked that up. I can hear a sort of harmonic minor thing being implied as well. Let's try and do a harmonic minor thing on it too. So are we starting here? We've got the first half of this sorted, so we'll start on the second half. All right, cool. Let's hear that from the start and see if that... Right, cool. I think that's what I want to record. What I'll do now, and I'll do it off camera because it's going to be really boring, I'll put it up to 85%. I'll practice playing it at 85%. I'll put it up to 90, practice at 90%, 95, until eventually I'm playing at 100. Play it a few times and then hit the record button and see what we get. Let's do that now. Right, let's see what we have now. It feels like the guitar solo is only half complete. I think we need to make it maybe twice that length, but I also think maybe we could use the backing track for this part of the guitar solo as the second part of the solo. Maybe take this and move it to here. And then in this part of the guitar solo, have maybe a more rhythmic, slower guitar part that juxtaposes nicely against the very fast lead guitar so that the lead guitar solo can actually build up and have a direction, because it will eventually go to this fast part for the build up in the guitar solo. I feel maybe the drums might end up being half time, but yeah, let's try a half time drum beat. Just trying to work out here what the... Well, that'll do for now anyway. Let's see. Let's go to the rhythm guitar tracks and see what would sound cool over this section. Yeah, something like that. Let's flesh that out a wee bit. work on the drums and get those guitars tracked. I like that. Where are we at now? Right, I really like that. I think there's space in it to put some kind of a keyboard detail. I think I'll go on a hunt for a keyboard patch that adds a bit of sparkle and ambience to that part of the track, so it even more accentuates the laid back feel of it, so that we can go heavier in the next section. I'm always on the hunt for nice free keyboard sounds, and this Contact library, Ethereal Earth, has come up on my YouTube newsfeed quite a lot recently. It sounds really good and it's absolutely free. I think up really high. It's the kind of thing I'm looking for this track. So let's try it out. So if we listen to it soloed, okay, it's doing something almost indefinable to the guitar sound. You can just about hear it there, but you're not quite sure what it is. Kind of tempted just to loop it onto the next part of the guitar solo as well, because the chords are the same. It's a bit more audible on that second part. Right, more guitar solo to write. Right, let's do the slowdown trick again here. 80% is usually grand for me. Sometimes think when you want to play fast too, sometimes these things are nice and easy to do because you're just doing all hammer-ons and open strings. Maybe spread it out more than that. Let's try that. I like that. Nice. Maybe after that one. Marty Friedman does a thing a lot on a guitar that I really love, where you slide down and then bend up. We're nearly halfway there. Right, that takes us exactly halfway. Let's try and get that done. Let's hear it from the start. We're about 3/4 of the way there. Right, I think a sort of straightforward broken chord type thing of the actual chords now. So what are the chords? Something like that. Let's slow it down again so that we can hear it clearly. And then a run to finish. Okay, let's flash. Try up. Yep, something like that. Let's try that. Have we got it? I think a harmony would be cool at that end part. Let's add another guitar. Okay, so it'll be something like this. Let's try out at the slower speed so that I can hear every note and make sure it works. Okay, cool. Let's hear it. Okay, so what would happen there? Back into the chorus or something? Let's put that on as a placeholder for now. I'm not going to work on the rest of the song today. I'll just finish the guitar solo. We'll leave finishing the song for the next day. Nice. Let's have a close look at the guitar solo now and everything that I did on it. Right, so what did we start off with? We started off with one of those. The one that I chose in the final performance, the guitar solo, there was a bit of a glitch. There was a sort of hesitation or a glitch in it, and I kind of liked it. It stood out as the most interesting one. Then we went into this. So what we have here is with the tapping on the note above. Then a broken chord. We have an appoggiatura coming from the 9 back down to the 1, and then from the 7 back down to the 5. Then an alternate picking run. I'll do it very slow. Because I play in a sort of James Hetfield style of picking away from the strings, there's certain string skips that I'm not very good at, so I try and avoid them. So this is one of the strategies I've worked out. That gives us our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 without actually doing any awkward string skips for me. Okay. Then a little tapping part. The next part is an alternate picking bit. In that scale there. It's a scale that I like to do that only uses intervals that are either a semitone or a major third. I think it's got quite an exotic sound and I really like it. So it's in triplets. So that's it there. Then our harmonic minor bit. Try to catch as many pinched harmonics as you can on that part. And then we have our open string section, which is an open and 2 hammer-ons between the D string and the G string. And it's slightly pan muted. So we go 3 and 5, 7 and 8, 10 and 12, 14, 15, 17 and 19. I think, looking closely at what I'm doing with my right hand, I think I'm pan muting the D string more than the G string. In fact, I'm not really pan muting the G string at all. Then just a broken chord. I suppose that's the interesting thing about that. Instead of being all downward, there's a wee upward in the middle of it. And then a big slide down the octave. And then that same lick up an octave. Then we slide from above down to the note. And bend it up. We have bend and tap technique happening here now. So that's the third wee section. And then the final one, we're playing just the chords of the song. So the first chord is B flat, which sounds like A flat because I'm in drop C tuning. The other guitar is playing down a third from that. Then when the chord changes, we go up to the G minor, which actually sounds like F minor because of my tuning. The other guitar is doing... Then we go to the D minor, which is of course C minor in my tuning. The other guitar. And we finish with this little run. So that's the guitar solo in full. Let's hear it now all together. Right, let's listen to the whole song now so that we can hear the guitar solo in context and see if it flows right from the rest of the song.
Don't resonate. It's too little and too late. Crumbling sympathy. Invisible. I had the thunder laugh, I had the
Okay, cool. There's a couple of things I heard there that I would like to fix. I think we've done enough for today. The one thing I want to fix now before I forget is definitely I think there's too much delay in the guitars. On the lead guitars, I should say. The mix down a wee bit. On the harmony guitar, let's just take the delay off altogether. Okay, that sounds cleaner. That's cool. Alright, so I hope you really enjoyed a closer look at my process for composing a guitar solo today. I actually tried to go a wee bit more in depth into how I come up with the parts today, and so I hope you found that interesting and useful. Thanks for watching today, guys. I really appreciate it, and if you could give me a like and subscribe and all that stuff, help me out with the YouTube algorithm. I'm trying to grow the channel. And please leave comments. I love interacting with you guys and hearing what you have to say about the songs, and if you've got any ideas for things you'd like to see me do in the future, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much, guys. You guys rock.